Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Pisces. It is a general reading. That means it may or it may not resonate with you. So you have this very uh, interesting card here, this snake. The snake, it sounds bad, but I mean, it could be good or it could be bad. It depends. It depends on how you're viewing or seeing something as to what that snake means. Like if you're completely unaware of what's going on around you, if you're seeing that everything is bright and shiny, well, things may not be as they appear. If you are thinking that are very suspicious about somebody and thinking that, everything's falling apart, well, things may not be as it seems or as it appears. So you see what I mean? How this could go. All right. So with the snake, we always need to be careful. Um, I mean, it can be, well, let me start here. You have the lilies and you have the Ten of Cups here as well. Oh, I see you have the mice. Okay, so the lilies are about long-term things, reliability, long-term relationships, uh, a loving relationship with somebody. Um, it can also indicate wanting to restore peace and harmony in a relationship. It comes with this Ten of Cups side by side. I feel like there's two different ways this could go, as with the snake. Um, this could be a long-term relationship that feels like it's falling apart, but in that respect, it may not be what it seems. Okay? It could also be that you met somebody new, or you're in a very fairly new relationship, or that you do meet somebody new. Beware of that. Okay, because that can indicate somebody, because this would be the very beginning happy stages. Things are not as they appear. Okay, and so this person, in that respect, if they're fairly new or yet to come, they could have hidden motives. So watch for that. Just be aware of that. Okay, so to protect yourself here. So now, and don't ignore any intuitive nudges you would get about this new person. Okay, don't push them aside. Um, if this is a long-term relationship with the Five of Coins, you could feel shut out, feel like you're going to lose it all, feels like you've hit rock bottom. It could be a question or suspicions. I'm going to say suspicions surrounding cheating and betrayal, mind games. You have that card above you here. But the sun in reverse says you're in the dark. That you don't see clearly. And as well, the snake is saying the same things. Things aren't as they appear. Okay? Um, so be aware of that. Because after all, over here, you have Eight of Wands and you have Ten of Cups. There is going to be a happy event for you in the future. Okay? I feel like whatever is happening, if this is a long-term relationship, that you can still save it. Okay? You can still save it. That things are not as they appear, and that there are hidden things. There are things you're unaware of. Okay. You want to be in this relationship, whether it's a long-term relationship or whether it's somebody you've recently gotten involved with, or whether this is somebody yet to come. Okay, you want to be in this relationship. If you are suspicious this is a long-term relationship and you're suspicious your partner is cheating, you want these answers. Um, okay. Yes. So you may feel like somebody broke a rule and you're looking for these answers, okay, because you're in the dark once again with the moon and feeling very emotional about it, okay? You could feel like your partner with him here is being very secretive, acting out of the norm, okay? And this could be what's making you suspicious. But once again, with the moon and the snake, things are not as they appear, okay? So be careful. You want this information, I feel. You want the relationship as well, but right now I'm picking up information is what you're seeking. If you feel like your relationship has fallen apart, again, it's not what it appears. There's something else behind this that you're missing, you're not seeing, okay? But you want to restore things. You want to bring things back the way that they were, obviously, with the Emperor up here. So I feel like you're preparing to go after this information, but you're kind of afraid of what you might find. You're feeling heavily burdened in this situation. If this is a long-term relationship that you feel is falling apart, okay? Um, you want to, especially with the lilies, you do want to restore the peace and harmony to the relationship, you know. Um, Three of Wisdom here. Oh yeah, see, you're looking, the Seven of Shields is underneath that. Okay, so you're hurting, and you're looking for the bigger picture here. And in the Three of Wisdom, you could be it could be like a woe is me, feeling sorry for yourself right now, because you feel like you're losing everything, but things are not as they appear. You want to gain clarity with this card again. So there are several cards indicating that you are seeking this clarity. Okay. Um, Looking for a solution or the answers to your problem, what's going on. Um, you have a couple of very good cards as well that make me very confident that you are going to overcome this, and that is that Ten of Cups, the lilies, of course. You have death, and you have the Four of Wands. So fantastic, okay? This is overcoming obstacles. This is change and recognition that something needs to change, okay, in order to do that. So this is really, really good. So yeah, so mind games, it could also be competition or struggling. Here we have the Emperor, and he is wanting to restore the relationship, really wanting to fight for this relationship. His focus, his effort, see, this is a card of effort actually, but it's twofold because it is also a card that talks about the Three of Coins. It's all racked up here. So putting effort into building or rebuilding this relationship, fighting for it, working together. That's, compromise, understanding, all of those things. That's what this person wants to do. But with the ship, it can feel like it's out of reach. The ship can also be It is represented by this 10 of spades down here in the corner, which we must also talk about because that indicates some type of stress and anxiety around the ship. So that's something that you're wishing for. It can also indicate an emotional journey or the emotional journey that you are on here. Okay, so thinking that perhaps it's out of reach. Okay, the Emperor again and the King of Swords. So, okay, so the King of Swords could have something on his mind, on his chest, or even on his conscience. This could be your person as well, especially if there has been a deception. They would want to get that off their chest. I feel like something did go wrong, but it's not something that can't be overcome. And I feel like there was something behind it, okay? And that's what needs to be fixed. That's what needs to change with the death card in order to overcome, okay, the obstacle. So something indeed did happen, but I don't think it is as bad or what you think. And there are circumstances that need to be brought to the light that this person wasn't talking about, that they were containing. This person going forward will need to learn to be more open with you about their feelings. Okay? The Hanged Man. Okay, so somebody has put themselves into the hangman energy, um, and they're feeling restless. And I mean, it could be you, could be them. Feeling like almost like, what am I going to do now? He looks like he feels defeated, like he's tried everything and it's not working, and he's very restless because he wants this. He wants this relationship. He or she is still very much emotionally connected to this person. Um, so he could have been here in hangman mode looking back at the journey with the world, and feeling very restless, and wanting to go back to this person. Okay, and talk about this. Um, Lay everything out on the table. Talk about what needs to change. Talk about, if it's this king, he needs to open up and talk about his feelings and how he ended up here. Okay, what led up to this? How did he end up in the hangman energy? That's his way out. So it's in the looking back, and so uh, this is what this is about, and this is what death is saying as well, that somebody has to face their ghosts, which they're very afraid to do here, in order to proceed to the greater goal, which is in order to overcome this obstacle that has fallen between you. And although it feels like it's just fallen between you, it's something that was building over time, especially with the lilies and him being so closed up here. Okay, so it is something that built up over time and then just exploded. So for those of you who it feels like, oh my God, I don't know what happened, it just boom, well, it was something that was silently building over time. And it's because this person doesn't open up. So there were things that were eating at him. Look at that, the bear. The bear knows more than he was telling. Well, that's definitely this king. There were things that were eating at him, but he wasn't talking about it. I mean, no communication is the worst possible thing to happen in a relationship, you know? So, um, what's going to happen here is you are going to get messages from your person, or a conversation. They are going to want to talk. It depends where you are in the energy. Are you still with this person? If you're still with this person, they're going to want to talk about this. You could be with them, but each in your own corners, you know, or they could have already left. But if that's the case, they will be back. Okay, because here the messages, you don't have them yet about somebody wanting to present their cup to you. Over here you have them, and so here you have the messages coming in and a decision for the future. And oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So a beautiful, beautiful ending. Somebody coming to tell you how much they love you. And you guys working this out with the Four of Wands and the Death card here. Recognizing that things need to change and talking about these things. So this is absolutely fantastic. Okay. This is a shift or change that was really needed. So this is for that long-term relationship. If this is somebody new, you will not have this ending, okay? But there will, in effect, be a sense of relief because you will have saved yourself from something not so good over here with this new person, okay? And you will see that later on, okay? That, whew, I was lucky. So this, like I said, with the snake could have, it could go two different ways. It's like two different faces. It depends on the view, how you're viewing it through the eyes it looks through, I guess. That is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.